Hello Johnson Admissions, my name is John Raybold. I'm applying to the sequential MEng MBA program in 2019. I chose the video format for the back of the resume for two reasons. First, it allows you to put a face to the name, and then the second reason is it allows me the opportunity to show you what truly inspires me. So let's get started. I grew up in the southern part of New Jersey in a small town called Port Republic. This is where I learned my ABCs and my 1, 2, 3s. Eventually, I made my way up to the College of New Jersey. This is where I learned the design strength of a bridge deck. And at Cornell, I'm learning about the optimization of systems. But there are really three life lessons that have defined me and motivated me to become who I am today. This is where I learned my first life lesson. Work equals force times distance. What originally started as a physics equation that I used to pass an exam actually became the motto for how I see my life and how I work and how I operate through struggles or through good times. Because work or success isn't just generated by how hard you can hit something or how smart you are to solve a solution, but it also matters about how long you can sustain that distance or how long you can actually go. So for me, work equals force times distance means a lot more than just a standard physics equation. It's actually how I see my life and how I go throughout every struggle or any failure that I see.
When I was a fourth grader, my dad took me to go see New York City. Nothing was cooler than visiting the World Trade Centers. At the base of the towers, I recall staring up at the very top and becoming dizzy, just from the overwhelming height. Once I got to the top and started to look around and look through the windows, I was amazed by the height. Exactly 5 months later, on September 11th, 2001, I was sent home from school without an explanation. Initially, it didn't occur to me what had happened, or how big of a tragedy it was. As I got older and fully understood what had occurred that day, I realized how lucky I was. This came full circle on October 31st, 2017. I was working on the Brooklyn Bridge as an engineer and got a phone call from my client to get off the bridge as soon as possible. Later on, I found out this was because of a terrorist attack in downtown Manhattan. It would turn out that that terrorist was supposed to go onto the Brooklyn Bridge, directly where I should have been checking that day's production. This brings me to my second life lesson. Even though the sky is the limit, you can't take life for granted. Dream big and tackle your goals, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. The third lesson in my story comes from surfing. Growing up near the ocean has always allowed me to grab my board, catch a ride with a friend, head out to the beach, and then just paddle out. Now, when most think of surfing, they think of someone gracefully taking off on the perfect wave. But even if it's a great day, this is still only about 5% of the surfing experience. Most of surfing is actually spent waiting for larger sets to roll in. This is where you get to sit back, enjoy the ocean breeze, the sunlight, the company of a few friends, or even a few strangers. As the wave finally comes in, you carefully look for the wave that's going to suit your style. You have to paddle your heart out. Dig deep into the water to propel yourself with enough force to get you into that wave. Then it hits. That blissful feeling of the wave taking your board. You can either mess up and spend the next few moments churning in the wave, or you can jump to your feet, stand on your board, drop down, and make that wave count. Similar to surfing, in life, you never know when the waves are going to be good, or when that opportunity will present itself, but you have to be prepared. Of course, enjoy the whole experience, because you never know when you're going to get that chance. But when it comes, make the most of it. Paddle or work as hard as you possibly can to get onto that wave. Once you're on it, enjoy that ride and make it count.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you.